you tell that I'm sort of on a night schedule? I'm actually getting more towards what would be the swing shift. I've been adjusting from nights to swings, and then hopefully from swings to days. Thank you, David, for putting me on the night shift with him. I mean, I'm a bit of a night owl, but it's been ridiculous. Getting to bed, finally going to sleep in the wee hours of the morning and sleeping till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon is not doing what I want to do. So I thought for this coffee chat, I do a bit of some different things. I just did the bullet journal, one book July kind of thing. I will leave the link to the book below. You can also get the book on Audible free if you have not done Audible before as a trial. You get it for free for 2 months, and you get a book free. Enough said about that. I have some roses in the back. Not that you can see them very well, but they are red roses. Let's turn the light a bit that way. Maybe you can see. Maybe? Yeah, I think that lights it up a little bit more. When I go to do the journal, I will move the light around. So I've been kind of putting my bags together for One Book July. I've been journaling in this one book now this whole week since Sunday, and so far so good. So I wanted to do a bit of an update, and I also wanted to talk about creativity and flow. So that's the topics for today's coffee chat. I have not really been doing a whole lot of the documenting of my day in my, what I call my sketchbook, but I'm going to get back to that. I'm probably going to do some of that tonight while I watch some TV, or while I listen to, last night I spent like 3 hours listening to and reading Ryder Carroll's book. So I'm a little ahead with that. So tonight I'm going to do art journaling. Some watercolor and stuff. I have been doing a bit of watercolor and what I would call journaling in this, a little bit combining things, and you're going to see that. So there are some other things I'm going to be doing in July. Over the past few weeks, and y'all have to excuse me if I'm reading because I wrote this down, and my ADHD, so if I'm looking down, over the past few weeks, I've been slowly but surely getting back into the flow of things. And it feels good to be creative again, but my creativity is a little bit different right now. Even if it's been different, it's been good to be creative. I've been doing things other than just journaling. I never did put the footage together for the container gardening. And I'm going to water those, and I will tomorrow during the daylight actually film some of that and put all of that together. We had these really bad storms, and I had to replant some of them. Some of them died. So I'll show you the ones that are dead because I'm about to replant. So maybe I'll film that, put it all together. I've also been watercoloring a little bit. I've been working on June's sketches of plants and stuff, and I'll get more to that. I've been working on, like I said, the little container garden. I've been figuring out what I'm going to do for One Book July. I've been practicing being back in one journal. I have been a little bit hesitant. I had work stuff for the first week of July sort of scheduled in the Hobonichi AVEC, and I had notes in the breeze with that because I was originally going to do some different things. I am seriously thinking, especially if I do live videos for YouTube, not that big of a deal really, but if I do vlogging daily for y'all, what I've been thinking about doing, the 30th of June is on a Sunday. So you'd have your coffee chat Monday, and then what I do maybe is do a tiny bit of vlogging with the coffee chat, like maybe making my coffee. I need a new kind of coffee video anyway. And then maybe do my coffee chat outside if the weather permits. If not, maybe I'll do it in here holding the camera and show this, because I'm going to be showing this before I clean it and showing you my desk before I clean and organize and redo my film setup. So maybe I'll do a little bit of that kind of vlogging. And then what I plan on doing, or I might just do the coffee chat and film what I'm talking about. And then you would get that on Tuesday. So the making of my coffee, preparing for the coffee chat, preparing to get things ready to do my film setup, because I really want to get that done on the first day of July. I've cleaned off my desk a little bit today. I still have some more stuff to organize. I'm going to be cleaning up some of this floor in here over the weekend. I'm going to be rearranging some of the stuff on the shelves. I'm going to be going through some of the stuff that I have, because if you were to look at this closet, you would have as much anxiety and overwhelm as I do. I pulled a bunch of stuff out and now it's all over my floor. I've been doing that randomly. And every time I do, I get anxiety and overwhelm because I keep pulling stuff out and then it ends up being a pile. And then, so the idea of pulling everything out just completely overwhelms me and makes me really anxious. So I have to do it in bits because that still makes me have anxiety and a bit of overwhelm, but it's not as bad. Part of what has been the most interesting for me, though, this past week has been rereading and listening to the Audible version of the Bullet Journal Method book by Ryder Carroll. I've been also listening to some podcasts, watching some documentaries about the ocean and ocean animals, and I've been reading Girl Stop Apologizing. I am about a little bit over halfway through that book, so for July, my goal is to finish reading Girl Stop Apologizing, to finish rereading the Bullet Journal Method. I will probably reread Girl Stop Apologizing. I'm also starting Finding Water again, July 1st. So this month, well, the month of July, I should say, I'm going to be working on my routine as well. A schedule. Like, not a schedule, because I work from home. So technically I could work in my pajamas if I wanted to. Right now I'm barefoot. I have on a pair of old jeans and I have on a top. I want to work on healthier habits for self-care when it comes to me personally and for my work. I want to get rid of a few habits. So not only is July about creative stuff and One Book July and Finding Water and challenges, because I really want to do the Doodle Wash Challenge. The July Watercolor Month Doodle Wash Challenge. I really want to do that, and I'm probably going to be doing it in here. I have a sketchbook too that is plain air sketching and getting outside and urban sketching and stuff like that. And then I have a really big sketchbook that I'm working on a project in, which is the nature journaling. I also am adjusting my routine because, like I said, I'm hoping that by this weekend I can be on days so that come Monday morning I'm getting up at 8 a.m. and I'm making my coffee, and then I'm going to be like, I will do my stretches and my bit of meditation, my quiet time for me, do my stretches, get up out of the bed, do some more stretches, go start coffee, start my morning pages while my coffee brews, get the morning pages done, which I'm doing in this one book, then take 15 to maybe 30 minutes to read, because I'd like to read for a total of an hour or so a day and split that up between the morning and the evening, because I love to read before I go to sleep. And I have a little lamp, and if I get tired while I'm reading, I can take my glasses off. I don't even have to have my glasses on to read, but I can put my book up, mark my page with my bookmark, put my book on the nightstand, cut the little lamp off, and then I'm good to go, because I cut the TV off and read before I go to bed. So that way it's dark and there's no blue light and no white noise and no anything. It's just quiet and dark, and I'm hoping that I can be in the bed at 11 and spend that time between 11 and 12 getting sleepy while I'm reading and relaxing, and then by 12 o'clock that lamp will be off and I will be going to sleep. One of the other things is letting go some things, purging, saying goodbye, as Con Marie was saying, and saying thank you to some of these items that I do not need, that I do not use, that are broken or whatever, that aren't any good, is to use what I have. I'm going to show you these pages in my journal because I wrote all around things. I've been thinking a lot about what do I need, not just in my bullet journal, in my life, to lead an intentional, mindful, purposeful life. And I don't want to get all woo-woo, but I do know that I need to, for my health and my sanity, for my ADHD and my anxiety, I need to be more conscious of my habits, making healthier choices. I've been doing that, and it's been making a big difference. I've actually lost a little bit of weight. I have a bottle of water. I made myself a decaf espresso. I know, what's the point? But I really wanted one, and it tastes so good, y'all. But I've been drinking water. I'm down to like right here. This is my 4th bottle for the day. I'm moving up towards drinking more. Some days I drink 6 or 7 bottles. Today's not been a good day because that's only the 4th. I need to do things to help me get rid of some of the anxiety and the overwhelm that I have left. Getting off of autopilot, being more conscious and more intentional about what I'm doing, because I'm doing things that I enjoy now. I'm doing things that I really want to talk about. One of the things that I really want to do is set up that financial budget planner thing from Clever Fox. And if it weren't going to be One Book July, I would use that notebook that they sent, journal notebook, for something. But right now I'm not. I've done some pen test in it. I'm going to show it. I'll probably draw out like the word index or something. I don't doubt very seriously if I use that for a bullet journal. I did win a giveaway from Eclectic Scribbles, and her journals, she's a big Zentangler and a watercolor. She even makes her own watercolors and sells them. If I had the money, I would so be a patron of hers. Not because I like Zentangling, because I don't like Zentangling. Not for me. That's not my thing. But I really would be interested in some of her stickers and her watercolors. But anyway, she also has some subscription boxes, I think. That will probably, I may actually use that as my next one book when the Enigma is out. And that way it'll give me time to order another Enigma, or a time to decide if I want to go down to B6 after that journal. Because that journal has the same paper, the Eclectic Scribbles is what her name is. Eclectic Scribbles. That has the same paper as the Archer and Olive notebooks. One of the things that I've been thinking a lot about is that everybody has a different idea of what works for them. We all do. Of how we want to express ourselves creatively. My idea of creativity has changed. I was just thinking about that in August will be my 3-year, I believe, anniversary on Patreon. I think. Is it 2 years or 3 years, y'all? I think it's 3 years. I think I started in October of 2016. So 2017 was the 1 year, last year was the 2 year, this is the 3-year mark. And yeah, in August. So anyway, my idea of creativity has evolved. Truly over the past few years, since I very first started doing the adding art to my journal pages, the planning, and then bullet journaling, over the course of the past few years. So I think my anniversary for YouTube is in October, and I think that was 2014, so 5 years. Okay, so but it's evolved. So I thought in July, since it's my birthday month and it's Victor's birthday month, and then the baby's going to be due in August, I thought since July is One Book July, and I'm challenging myself that this would be a good way for me to dig down deep into my creative practice, into my creative roots, so to speak. All right, now I got to turn my book around. So the idea is to find my creative voice, to find what I want to do, where I want to head, some of my goals, because I was thinking about my goals, and some of my goals were more about what your goals are supposed to be if you were a content creator. If you're, but I'm truly now all about growing organically. I'm truly now all about if people are watching, they're watching. If they're not, they're not. I'm sharing because I think that some of what I have to say might help somebody else, especially somebody who's closer to my age, especially somebody who's out here and maybe their kids are grown, they've got an empty nest, maybe they've retired from their job, or maybe any number of reasons. But now they can be more creative. Maybe they want to write. Maybe they want to draw. Maybe they want to journal. Maybe they want to plan. Maybe they want a bullet journal. Maybe they want a whatever. But I remember specifically thinking when I first thought about doing the videos on YouTube, there was the one thought that, God, where are some of the older people? Where are some of the people my age doing NaNoWriMo, doing journaling, this kind of thing? And then as I got more and more and more down the YouTube rabbit hole, watching videos, the more I thought, where are the people who are closer to my age? There were only a handful back then, especially for NaNoWriMo kind of videos. So I thought, well, God, I want to find people my age. Maybe people my age want to find people their own age. And I was very hesitant to when I first started doing the videos. If you look back, and I haven't really taken very many down, but if you look back on those videos, I was so anxiety ridden making those videos. I didn't know how to edit. I had no clue of what I was doing, but I was determined to do something because there was a need out there. If I felt the need, then maybe somebody else felt the need. I also would like to, it's more than just what challenges me. It's also about what is keeping me on task, what is helping me be productive and not busy. It's also about the function of things, not just with the bullet journal, but in general. It's working smarter instead of harder. It's also about what pushes me creatively. I can tell myself all day long that having some clutter is just part of my creative chaos, but it's not. It's becoming a real big pain, and maybe that's because I'm older now, but now that I've got part of this room organized, a part of me started dumping stuff in those bins, and I said, no. So I'm going to figure out a way to do some labels on them because it is cloth. And then I'm also going to, I've got some that are organized and some that aren't. There's 2 of them that are empty. Because I haven't figured out what to put in the closet. And here's the deal. Dave and I were talking about it. And eventually my mom's going to move in here. And my clothes are in the closet in the purple room because this closet's filled with all my stuff. Now, if my mom and my son come here, I'm going to have to get a creative cave. I'm going to have to get a shed. My mom will probably be in this room, and my son will probably be in that room. Now, what I'm going to do about my closet for my clothes, I don't know. Because our bedroom closet is smaller than the closet in here. Smaller than the closet in the purple room, which is the smallest room in the house. So, we're going to have to figure out something. Unless we win the lottery and can add on to our house. But I really want to push myself creatively. So, I'm hoping that between finding water and One Book July, the Doodle Wash challenge, I kind of can mind, body, spirit, because I think I'll be covering all of those areas, and environment, which will help ease my mind when I'm in here along with my spirit. And I think it will be good. It will be a very good thing. So now I'm going to flip this around because I'm going to show you where I've been at. Move this a little bit so you don't, there we go. Okay. Now you can see it. So this was pretty much where I started. I did do this. I don't know. I gotta clean that pen out. I've done part of that. Oh no, yeah. I did part of that. Okay, so then this was my notes about switching to the B6, then back to the A5, then back for One Book July. And the reason I have the boat here is because what I wrote down was I'm going to need a bigger boat. And that's what I highlighted. I said I love the size of B6, but I'm really going to go back to one book, an Omni journal. I'm going to need the bigger size, the space. I need to start recording what I do for Patreon in my journal as well as YouTube and my blog. I also need to get past my need to separate, compartmentalize, to pigeonhole myself. No more. one journal for everything, and my sketchbook. That's why I'm hesitant about doing the planning and the stuff in the Hobonichi, because I really want to do all of it in one book. Now let me show you what I have in the Hobonichi. So here is July's calendar with stuff. But then you get to here, and this is where I was planning out things. So I don't know. I think it would be good for me. This was where I said, why wait? There's only 1 week left until July starts. So why not just go ahead and start? 1 week will help me get back into the swing of things. It'll be nice to be back in one journal for everything, back to sort of an omni journal. I think I like Life Journal better. So this was Monday's page. And this is documenting the details of your everyday life becomes a celebration of who you are. Carolyn V. Hamilton. I love that quote. So I did do some time tracking. I spent a lot of time on those 2 One Book July videos. This was talking about something I'm actually thinking about doing, only I already did it in a way. So the only thing that's left is what my goals for the next few months are to only buy what is absolutely necessary so that I can save for a new laptop. I want a MacBook Pro. David and I are going to maybe look at used ones for my birthday. I'm not sure. I need to talk to some people I know that use Mac products, because my little red laptop does not have enough oomph. And if David ends up back over the road, because after August he's going to start seriously job hunting. He cannot handle working 60 hours a week like this. He has no time whatsoever at all, and he's exhausted all the time. That's what I want to do. Plus, I want to get into practicing vlogging more. That's why I'm doing it in July. Live videos, I want to get better at too. So that's why I thought I would do live videos for YouTube, because they don't have to be that long, and then I can do vlogs for y'all. I think that I wrote that out. That's what I'm doing here. Well, what I wrote. These were morning pages. This was Sunday and Monday. This was Tuesday's page. I got some new makeup in. This was YouTube's chat portion that I added to their One Book July video. These were Tuesday and Wednesday. Today's morning pages. This is notes for the bullet journal method. I've been my own personal notes, like what is the right tool for the job? Does this belong in my journal? It's capture, process, reflection. Organize the what and clarify the why. Clarity and focus. I'm writing just basic notes down that appeal to me. I'm not writing very many quotes or anything unless I write it down for like a daily page. And I'm tabbing things. The yellow is for notes, for bullet journaling. The blue is for blog stuff. The red is for YouTube. And the green is for June. Orange is for Patreon. And the purple is for personal stuff. So this is today's page. This is where I wrote the coffee chat here. You can see the coffee and the clock. This is where I wrote down what my ideal sort of schedule routine would be. And then I had some blank paper, and I didn't want to go all the way to this page. So since I had some blank page over here, I just wrote it around here and then wrote it around right here. And this is just my routine. It's time. And that's, if you've got it, use it. So this is where we're at. I just talked about this. So this is the routine, and this says never on Sunday. Have to work this weekend? If possible, do it on Saturday. Studies of weekend activities show that Sunday is still largely considered family time, and it's the day you're most likely to spend quality moments with your kids. I want to start spending more quality time with Victor and David. Now, David doesn't do anything on Sundays. He tries really hard not to, because Saturdays he sleeps from Friday night. Sunday's really his only day off. So we try not to. Like this past weekend, though, we ended up going to Aldi's. He got his daughter. We went to breakfast with his daughter. He took her driving. We went to Aldi's. He went to his parents. He was helping them do some stuff. So that's where I'm at. Now, I did add the future log back here So we have December and January, August, September, October, and November. If I have anything that I don't want like right up in the front, that I can put it in the back. I did order some more film for my Polaroid zip, and I have ordered, I signed up for the subscribe and save thing to get my ink cartridges from Amazon so I could save money on them. This says, with a few small adjustments to your daily routine, you can feel healthier and happier than ever before. So many times we forego our own wellness needs to focus on taking care of others. Besides, who has time to exercise and eat well when there are deadlines to meet, playdates to plan, and a house to clean? But constantly putting yourself second serves no one. A better approach: break up your goals into easily digestible bits. Forget about such grand, hard to tackle goals as losing a ton of weight or completely changing your diet. Instead, concentrate on making small, manageable adjustments to your life, which can make a big difference over time. And then, so these, some of the tools that you need to improve your life. And then that's why I put the little arrow and I went to this, because if you will notice, I have morning, and this is vitamins. So it says up by 8 a.m. and then it says stretches, water, read 15 to 30 minutes, journal, plan, review, morning pages, hygiene stuff, breakfast, one chore, 15 to 20 minutes. And then over here from 9 to 10, so I'm hoping this will take me pretty much about an hour. So from 9 to 10, I can do admin work. Now, if this takes me a little bit longer, it will be 9:30 to 10. I don't have to take a whole hour for admin work. So film, edit, that kind of, anything like that. So I've got 10 to 12. And then at 12, I take a break. I take my allergy pill, lunch, water, get outside, check mail, short walk around my yard, water my plants, that kind of thing. One chore, 15 to 30 minutes, so I could put a load of laundry in. Or I could put the load of laundry in here and then take the load of laundry out here and put it in the dryer and then start another load. Or I could, for 15 to 30 minutes, do some dishes or fold some clothes and put them up. I could vacuum, I could sweep, I could mop. Anyway, I'm doing chores, breaking them up. I've got a timer. I've got a timer in here and a timer in my kitchen. So 15 to 20 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. And then for here, from 1 to 3, because I'm giving myself an hour lunch. From 1 to 3, I can do some more work. And then around 3 o'clock is usually when I start trying to wake up David and when I start cooking. So I have cooked dinner, one chore, 20 to 30 minutes. I can wash dishes as I go while I'm cooking, eat dinner, drink water, and then I have a blank space because I know I'm forgetting something. So then go back to work at 5:30, because usually David's leaving between 5 and 5:30. So I can work from 5:30 to 7:30. Once I get back on a daily routine and not this night shift, swing shift thing that I'm on. So in the evening, after dinner, like after 7:30, that's when I take my Lexapro. I can do a chore, 15 to 20 minutes, put up stuff, straighten up before I go to bed, do the last bit of dishes, that kind of thing. Journal, review. So this is different. Journal could be doing some art while I watch TV. It could be writing some stuff down that my thoughts for the day. A review is actually going through and looking at what I did and didn't get done, what needs to be migrated, that kind of stuff. And then I've got read for 15 to 30 minutes, and it says in bed by 11, sleep by midnight. So this is my ideal. Writer talks about what does and doesn't belong in your bullet journal. Does it help you? Will it benefit you? I'm trying to build healthier habits, but I'm also trying to let go of unhealthy habits. I'm trying to adjust. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm trying to get back into the routine of doing things sort of habitually, instead of spending so much time trying to film and edit because I'm behind, because I got overwhelmed with this or I got overwhelmed with that, and then I'm like way late with everything and I don't want to be late anymore. So I thought July would be a really good way to kind of get back into the swing of things and to improve my video skills, filming, editing, live streaming, vlogging, that kind of thing. I've been getting better about like knocking whenever I make a mistake. I stumble over my words, I cough, I sneeze, a big truck comes by, so that I know that's a big section I need to just edit out. So I'm trying to get better about that. And I'm trying to kind of formulate how I want to do. See, this is the kind of stuff without the watercolor. This is the kind of stuff that I did back when I was in forever, before I ever started adding art, you know, art, watercolor, drawing, that kind of thing to my journal pages. This is the kind of stuff that I added along with ticket stubs and things like that. I'm happy to be doing this. To me, this part isn't really bothering me because I am adding a few little things over to the side, adding a quote. It's a record and a way of organizing your thoughts. And then I had to ask myself a question here. Do I need a collection for David, Victor, Maria, Doug, Mom? Would it benefit me? Probably for Mom, and maybe for Victor and the grandbaby. It would benefit me for David if something happened. David is allergic to codeine. He's also allergic to bees. You know, I need to kind of know some of these things. My daughter and my son are both allergic to penicillin. My brother is too. I am not. So I thought this would be a really good way to kind of do some of this. Now I did do some of this. So I'm really hoping, you know, I really like how this is going. I mean, if you look, breathe when you arise in the morning. Think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. I think my gratitude is probably this kind of thing in the morning. I am thankful for waking up, for having a home, for having a spouse who is my partner, who is definitely my best friend. That's the kind of stuff I feel grateful for in the morning, and I usually think about that before I go to sleep at night too. Doing some of this, tweaking my setup, unleashing my inner artist, tackling the pile, doing one thing at a time, being more mindful, you know, de-stress in the morning. I don't want to be stressed out in the morning because I woke up late because I didn't get up till 1 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's what I think. I mean, I think this is going to be really great. I did put this because I want to put this pretty much, I think this is going to be on my first page of July maybe. If I do a weekly spread, it will go on the weekly spread. If I don't do a weekly spread, then it's going to go on my first page for July. I have some little green post-it notes with bubbles on them for different things. I'm probably going to use one here. And these are post-it notes that says the secret to getting ahead is getting started. And I just kind of stuck them in here. I have this pocket that I added here with some stuff in it, and then this is some sort of like sketch paper, mixed media paper. It's lightweight. It's cream colored though, but it's for if I want to do something and I'm out somewhere or I'm gonna go out somewhere. I got this idea from Romney. I can have this, or I've got some watercolor postcards I'm gonna tuck in here. I've got to find those, and that way I have them ready to go. Now I also have my old Subway gift card that I use. This is something I like, the stickers that come from her shop. Those are those Patreon and YouTube icon stickers from RB Illustration Studio. I really like her shop. I keep that in there because that's where I get those from. I have the sketchbook journal that I got from Bree. And then we can go through the bag if you want. I guess I shouldn't say if you want because you can't answer me. I'm just doing this. I'm not quite sure. I've tucked some things in. Basically the one pen, the main pen that I'd be using would be this Uniball Eye. I use it like for almost everything. But because I'm doing stuff for y'all and videos for YouTube and stuff, I am not going to give up all my pens. So I've done the pen pouch. And then this washi tape. Okay. So right now, washi tape that I ordered for this month and next month hasn't all come in. So for right now, all I have is my Jaws washi tape, the shark, and then the sea creatures, the ocean creatures one. This is the pocket palette from the art toolkit. That's what's in there. I have a glue stick here and a glue stick here. I have a bunch of these. Someone sent me them in Happy Mail, and I have some of these left over, so I've been trying to use them up. So I might keep this one in the bag and keep this one on my desk. This is my little water spritzer, and I have one up on the shelf over there. The binder clips, the bulldog clips, I have 2 of them. My date stamp and the ink. My smaller scissors. My smaller ruler, which is inches and centimeters. My permanent adhesive tape. My zip, and it has the cord and the extra, one of the extra film things in there. My big paper clip if I need it to kind of go with the binder clips. These are the mild liners. I love the way this looks. It goes with the ocean kind of thing. And this has, I haven't put anything in here yet. I'm going to. But this sort of has some of the stencils that I use tucked in right here. But that one, I don't need that in there. So I have a gas rewards card thing. So if I have a few, like, I'm probably going to put a few of these little pieces of washi like this in here. So, like, these are my moon stickers. And I have some astrology stickers. And I kind of just, I'll go through the washi tape for this, and I'll find ones that kind of match for the time period it is. But I'm going to go through and find some of my smaller stickers. I have some stuff in here that I could probably put in here, but we'll just see. I haven't kind of figured this thing out. This actually goes in a traveler's notebook. But because I'm using a folio, I can't really do that. So, anyway, maybe I'll leave that out because I can put some of this stuff in there. Yeah, we can do that. So these are the little letter stickers. And I don't need that. That can go in the big thing. These are my weather stickers. I have some of these for tabbing important things. I have some bookmarks. I'm going to put those there, and then I'm going to put this in the back of the journal. This can go in here. This can go in here. This can go in here. These can go in here. Okay. And like I said, these are just mild liners, and I broke them down like I said before, so I'm not using all of my mild liners. Correction tape, the washi tape, the scissors, the mister, the binder clips, the pocket palette, that. Why not put that in there? And that's what was in the bag. And now it's a little bit more organized. So here's where we get to where I've been thinking. And I thought maybe y'all could kind of help me. You can leave some comments below. So I had that eraser in there. I'm going to put this eraser in this mouth part. Okay, so I have a water brush. I have that dual brush with the black and the gray for outlining and shading and shadowing and that kind of stuff. I have my Hobonichi pen, which has blue, black, and red for ballpoint. That's for notating, so I don't really need the friction pen unless I want to get rid of the notes, and I don't think I do, so I'm just going to keep that one pen since it has blue, black, and the red. So this is the extra Uniball eye in case I run out of ink, because I've been using them, all of them, whatever one I'm at. This is my ballpoint pen. This is for drawing and sketching. And this is my pencil for drawing. This is my little small eraser. These are my some of the colored drawing pencils. I just chose those colors. I have other colors. I just chose those 3 colors. This is also my sketching pen. I have 2 white Uniball pens, so one of them I'm going to leave on my desk. And then I have the 4, I broke it down to the 4 different sized, and the tweezers for the stickers. Broke it down to the 4 different size. This is an 8. This is a 2. And this is a 4. This is a Ultimo. This is sable, this is squirrel, and this is a mixture of. And then this is the one I got from Rosemary & Co. and it's the dagger. I could have, instead of the 4, I've got a 6, but I thought this was pretty good because I have a detail of 4 and the 8. I like these sizes. If I had to pick a size though, out of all of them, it'd probably be the 4 or the 6 to use. And if I didn't have any of the rest of them, what size would I get? I'd get a 4 or a 6, depending on. I usually have a 12 or a 10 actually over there. But I don't think I'm going to need it in July. I don't want to put too many things in here. Now, here's where my question comes in. So I've got to take this apart, clean it really good, do what I can, because it doesn't hold that much ink. Something's wrong with how it's done. This is bold. It's a stub. This is a medium, and this is a fine. And I'm going to clean this. This has Lexington gray in it. This has platinum carbon ink in it, and this has that. This is had platinum carbon, needs to be cleaned. Because in the front of my journal, both of these pens right here, this is the drawing pen, this is the journaling pen, and then this is actually the pen I use probably more than any other when this is, I use this one more, but this one's not been working because I need to get it fixed. Need to clean it and fix it. So this is a platinum pen. I think it's the Balance or something. I also have another one. So I thought, I've got this, I've got another one. This is a fine. My other one is a medium. So I've debated because this is an extra fine. This is a flex nib. So this is a medium. So that, I don't need the bold. I don't think so. Extra fine. I've got an extra fine. I think this is fine. This is a fine, medium, and then flex nib. And I don't need these. So that takes care of that. And that's pretty much it. So, I'm done. I don't know if you would like to, in the Facebook group, show me what you're using for One Book July, or leave me a link to your video, or you can comment below what you're using, or leave a link to a video or a blog post or whatever if you're participating in One Book July. I would love to watch y'all's videos. I would love to see y'all's pictures. You can't post pictures in here, but you can post in the Facebook group. I have made the if you are not friends with me on Facebook, I cannot add you to the group. So if you're not in the Facebook group and you want to be in the Facebook group, add me as a friend. Request, let me know you're doing that from Patreon, and that you're a patron, and then I will add you as a friend and add you to the group. And then after you've been added to the group, if you want to stay my friend, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But the only way I can add you to the group is if you are a friend of mine on Facebook. So I will see y'all very soon, and I'm gonna do something different. I want to do some watercoloring. And this, I need to print out the thing for the Doodle Wash Challenge for July. I never even did June's. So what I've thought about is actually doing June's, because I like June's. June's is seashells, drinks, sizzling lobster, blue sky, pies, seahorse, ducks, barefoot, watermelon umbrella, boats. I don't know. I kind of like June's. Maybe I'll do June's in July. I don't know. I'm going to look at their Julys and see what July's is like. So we'll see. And I will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. I know this is probably a long one. But it's been a while since I've done a long video. So bye, y'all.